Chris Harpus and in fact Lorenzo Baselli is the captain for FK Beograd, so slight change from what has been handed to me in the team sheets. Head to head over the last 9 years, FK Beograd have had 9 wins. West Torrens Birkalla have had 4 wins and there's been 2 draws. Of course, most recently met just 3 nights ago in the semi-final of the Federation Cup, finishing in a 3-0 win for FK Beograd, with Neon Kuru, Daniel Atkinson and Centofanti, the 3 goal scorers for FK Beograd in that match. I'm not sure if you watched it, folks, if you follow the local game, but you could argue that West Torrens Birkalla were doing quite well and in command really through that first half, and then FK Beograd stung them with 2 quick goals, and West Torrens Birkalla were reeling, couldn't get back into it. FK Beograd have scored 27 goals, conceded 19 for their 21 points. They're 5th on the ladder. They've won their last league game against Para Hills Knights, but they lost 2-1 to Metro Stars, 2-1 to Sturt prior to that. West Torrens Birkalla, of course, top of the ladder, 32 points, 30 goals scored and 18 conceded. They've conceded more goals than Metro Stars and Adelaide City, in fact, who've conceded 14 each, but they've only lost 1 of the last 7. And they've actually only lost twice all year, to Adelaide United and to Croydon. As we get underway here in Adelaide's West, the sun is setting. It's slightly later than normal kick-off, at 5 PM start here in South Australia. And of other games were played earlier today. 3 PM kick-offs for a lot of them. And a little scores update on them. Adelaide United's youth team drew 1-1 with Adelaide Comets. That game's just finished. Clifford City had a 4-1 win over Campbelltown up at Ramsey Park. That game has also just finished as this throw-in comes into the middle. Turn and shot. Good stop by Woodlands there. Shot by Alex Sakonis on the turn there. Woodlands putting it out for a corner on the far side. Nathan Andy Janto makes his way over to take that. Just those other scores at Carinia, Sturt Lions had a 6-0 win over struggling Para Hills Knights, that has to be said. Para Hills Knights also reduced to 10 men. West Adelaide currently at home to Croydon are 4-3 down. As this corner comes in from Andy Janto, goes right into the middle. Baselli flicks it onto the back post. Classic Thomas is there, but he's blazed that one high and wide. And it'll be a goal kick. Jonathan Thomas just finding difficult to find a little bit of form this year. He's only got 1 league goal to his name, but certainly a large physical presence for the visitors. But unable to get the shot low there or on target. And we're back underway. Here's Cooper Nunn now in the far side. Back to his goalkeeper Woodlands, and he clears, but met by Harrington, gets his head to it, but Andy Janto picks up the loose ball. Neon Kuru's on him. Harrington seeks to go over there and tackle as well, and he does so successfully. Atkinson clears. Caden Vidmar brings it down. Yates. Fouled by Jason Constantopoulos, as adjudicated by the official in the middle. And it's a free kick for West Torrens Birkalla, taken by Ryan Yates. Jared Clark underneath this one. Feeds it out wide. Brodie Everett, an exciting young prospect. Made his first start at this level on the Wednesday night. He's made several appearances in the NPL off the bench, but makes the starting 11 today as well. There's Matsumoto on the far side, has a little bit of time and space, gets a shot in. What a stop by Woodlands, and is congratulated immediately by Toriani and Nunn and Harrington. Fine stop by Woodlands early on here, just 3 minutes gone. Corner for West Torrens Birkalla, who started very strongly. Ryan Yates with it, right-footed. goes deep to the back post. Met by Klassen Thomas, but none gets there first. Flick back into the middle there by Tsakonis, but it's collected by Woodlands. There's Basela under this one. Matsumoto gets there first though. Strong header by Atkinson for FK Beograd, who wins it and receives it back again. Konstantopoulos is fed through by Atkinson. Will he have a shot here? He will, but it's not great. And that one's out for a goal kick. Goal kick for the visitors. Taken very short by Nicholas Harpus to Kane Vidmar, and then to Andy Janto. It's picked up now by Tsakonis. Just inside his own half. Goes through the mud. Chased by Daniel Atkinson. Gets the pass off though. Now it's Matsumoto on that far side. He crosses in the middle, met by Klassen Thomas. And Brandon Centofanti clears. Up the line it goes. Pressure is relentless right now from West Torrens Birkalla. Here's young Brody Everett again on this left-hand side. Harrington gets a toe in. It's enough. Receives it back. Konstantopoulos now will get this ball. It's met by Vidmar strongly though. There's Jared Clark, who up until this year was an FK Beograd player. Konstantopoulos takes that one down. Centofanti chips forward, but it's met by the goalkeeper Harpus. This, of course, is the third time these two teams have met this year, having met in the Cup, as I mentioned before, on Wednesday night. They also met back in round 4 of this 2026 men's REA NPL. That ended up in a 2-1 win for West Torrens Birkalla at Jack Smith Park. Alan Welsh and Tyrese Conway scoring for West Torrens Birkalla to cancel out Mas Falco's 80th minute goal. Tyrese Conway's goal, which won the game, came in the 90th minute that day. And last year, 2025, 2 away wins. West Torrens Birkalla won here, and FK Beograd won away at Jack Smith Park. Of course, last year was West Torrens Birkalla's first year back up in the top tier in the state here, having come up from the second tier State League 1 at the end of 2024. As this cross comes in, well defended by Nian Kuru. It's broken to Everett on his left foot, blocked well by Harrington. Tsakonis finds Klassen Thomas on his right. It's packed to the back there, and Woodlands out and grabs. Prior to 2024, they also met in 2022. FK Beograd won both the league games. And in fact, the game that they did win at home was the last time FK Beograd had a home win in this fixture. That was round 10 in 2022. It finished 3-2. Shot just goes wide there. And in that 3-2 win back in 2022, FK Beograd's goals came from Jacob Butler-Borden. Josh Morey scored 2. West Torrens Birkalla scored through Calvin Embarga and Ethan Stevenson. And in that match, Isaac Mullen, now of Clayford City, saw red. He was sent off. In that game 4 years ago now was the last time that FK Beograd had a home win in this tie, in this fixture. George Blackwood now flicks on. Here's Dorigo, goes central, finds Yates, spreads it out to the far side now. Marcus Orchard defending well on that far side. seeing the ball out for a goal kick. Here's Cooper Nunn now. Toriani feeds it to Harrington. Andy Janto's on to him quickly though. Takes it down to the byline. Tries to cross to the left, but Harrington's back well to defend. And that one goes out. It'll be a corner kick. Corner kick for West Torrens-McCullough. Ryan Yates is back down in that quarter of the pitch. He'll take this corner. He'll swing it in with his right. Goes to the back post. George Blackwood was up there well to meet that. There's an appeal for a corner. The visiting support suggesting that didn't come off George Blackwood's head cleanly. Marco Toriani takes the restart short, receives it back. And Woodlands will clear with his left. Lorenzo Baselli picks it up now. Finds Orchard and he goes back to Cooper Nunn. Nunn chips into the middle. Konstantopoulos comes deep to collect. Jared Clark is attracted to him. But Konstantopoulos feeds it back. Clark now has to retreat. Harrington, Niankuru. There's Kane Vidmar now. Goes inside, finds Sakonis. Receives it back. Baselli a little bit late with that challenge. And a wry smile on his face as he makes his way back apologetically to the referee, not to his opponent, to be honest. Back into his own half. Kane Vidmar now puts it over to that far side. Jared Clark, Yohei Matsumoto now. And then Yates chips forward into the dusk sky. Klassen Thomas outside of the right, tries to chip it in towards that penalty spot, but it's intercepted well. Abu Bakari Hussein wins it, feeds it to Baselli. Matsumoto back inside Sakonis. Yates loses it for a minute, but offers an apology to this near side where the intended recipient Brodie Everett now awaits the pass from Andy Janto. Now it's launched forward by Vidmar, but met by Orchard. There's Abu Bakari Hussein now. Teases Clark, gets the ball onto his right and then puts it into car park 5. 13 minutes gone in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. It is nothing each here in this men's RA NPL South Australia match between FK Beograd in the red, white and blue and West Torrens-McCullough in the yellow and black. West Torrens-McCullough currently top of the table, but had a little bit inconsistent form recently. Lost their South Australian Federation Cup final and Australia Cup round of 32 qualifying final on Wednesday night to their opponents today. And back for revenge today. This game playing out in much the same way that that Cup semi-final did 3 nights ago. With West Torrens-McCullough marginally the better. Woodlands has been the busier of the two goalkeepers. That's how it was on Wednesday until FK Beograd scored 2 stunners. And this time's Birkalla were stung. As this one breaks, edge of the box, stopped by Toriani. Shot by Brodie Everett. And that one just goes out wide, but a good stop again by Woodlands. That's 2 good saves he's had this game already. And in fact, Woodlands is still on the ground. That shot from Brodie Everett, fierce enough to have stung Woodlands there. FK Beograd do have a quality goalkeeper in reserve should they need him in Alex Roosmeer, who made his NPL debut way back in round 1. A game against Sturt. In fact, he's going out to warm up. Woodlands still receiving attention there on the goal line. Woodlands is back on his feet, but young Roosmeer is still warming up on the sidelines here. See how Woodlands goes. Here comes this corner now for West Torrance Birkalla. Into the middle it goes. Met at the near post by Daniel Atkinson. He heads clear. And then Orchard tries to clear again, but Jared Clark's up there to block. Hussein eventually gets it away for FK Beograd. Now it's brought down by Jason Konstantopoulos on that far side. Orchard now puts that one right up into the night sky, up near the satellites. There's Brodie Everett now in this near side. Goes inside, finds George Blackwood, who's turned to Brandon Centofanti as if he wasn't there. No easy task that. Everett now gets the cross into the middle. Ian Curry's attempted clearance has gone out for a corner. Corner kick on that far side for West Torrance Birkalla. Brodie Everett's made his way over there to take this one. Players all lined up just between the penalty spot and the edge of the 6-yard box as this corner comes in, left footed, near post, flicked on by Clark. Cleared by Atkinson. And West Torrance Birkalla a little bit hesitant there, and Floribert Ian Curry's picked it up. He's found Jason Konstantopoulos, and Lorenzo Baselli's making his way through the middle. Like a bullet he runs. Cleared though by Klassen Thomas. Excuse that turn of phrase, bullets don't run, we all know that. They fly. Clark strong at the back there, Jason Konstantopoulos. Substitute Peter Palacis kind enough to retrieve a spare ball for us there. Marcus Orchard will take the throw in the far side in front of his adoring fans there, the FK Beograd Ultras. This cross comes into the middle, Yates meets it though. Here's Abu Bakari Hussein. Into the penalty box, opts to go back. Orchard crosses in with his left. It's too near the keeper though. Harpus takes it comfortably. And then he's put it straight up into the air there. It's a nice header there by Toriani and then by Cooper Nunn to go all the way back to Alex Woodlands in goal. Woodland's appearing to be okay after that early knock. And indeed, Alex Roosmere, the reserve goalie, has returned to his chair on the bench after a brief warm-up as Hussein picks this one up, goes back inside. Atkinson now feeds it back to Hussein on his right. Nice cross in, low. And it's been stabbed home from close range by Jason Konstantinopoulos, just beyond the reach of Kane Vidmar and Nicholas Harpus. And Konstantinopoulos on 19 minutes has put FK Beograd 1-0 up. And over to the Ultras he goes to celebrate. Well, an encouraging start on the scoreboard for FK Beograd. I'm not sure they've been the better of the two teams across this first 20 minutes. But you can be the best team in the world, and if you're not converting that into goals scored, and that's what's the final statistic that counts, of course. Let's not take it away from them, though. Took the chance well. Shove in the back there by Jonathan Dorigo, and not sure what he's protesting about, to be honest. Looked like one of the easiest decisions that the referee, John Turner, will have to make tonight. And Neil Atkinson still on the ground. Helped back to his feet by Marco Torriani, who I think will probably take this free kick right on the halfway line. Indeed he does, right-footed, far side. Nick Elegant, the assistant on this near side, has judged the recipient of that pass, Abu Bakari Hussein, to be offside. And it's a free kick. Yohei Matsumoto decides to leave it for Jared Clark, and Jared Clark, in fact, has decided to leave it for Nicholas Harpus, and the field now resetting for a long ball. And here it comes. Clarkson Thomas underneath it, but Cooper Nunn wins the header. And Kuru can't win it though. Blackwood does, receives it back from Everett. Still Blackwood. Andy Janto, nice pass, finds Sakonis. Now it's Dylan Clarkson Thomas, pushes it out far side. Now Kane Vidmar. And DeJanto. Jonathan Dorigo penalised for fouling his opponent there. Marco Torriani, who's gone to ground and took a knock, I think, to the back of one of his calves. Marco Torriani, one of FK Beograd's Italian import players. Has played at the San Siro, no less, in 2015. In the final of a summer tournament. No details available on what that tournament was exactly. It's an accomplishment nonetheless. There's Cooper Nunn. Left foot, goes long, right down the middle. Flicked on by Hussein, looking for Konstantinopoulos, but cleared by Vidmar. Borselli. Blocked by Yates, but they still have it the far side. There's Hussein now on his left. Chips it in nicely, but nobody there for FK Beograd, and Andy Janto looks to clear. He's short with that though. Harrington picks up the loose ball. Leon Kuru goes back to Torriani. Woodlands. Hussein with a lovely flick on there. Konstantopoulos picks this up, faces Vidmar. Forced onto his left. Gets his shot in. It's well blocked by Vidmar though. Solid defending. It comes back out to Baselli. He finds Harrington. That's a lovely cross by Harrington as well, but just too close to the keeper Harpus. And he collects. And there's George Blackwood now. Everett into the middle, off the bar from Dylan Klassen-Thomas, and then cleared by Forbert Niankuru. Hussein now in that far side. Still Hussein. Matsumoto's there to meet him. Gets his challenge in, but fails to stop him. Hussein on his right. Blocked by Clark, though. Atkinson now makes his way forward, skips past the tackle of Yates. Toriani. Nice flick there by Atkinson. The intent was good, but Everett's collected that one, played in Harpus, and Harpus clears. Blackwood gone deep for that there. Wins Andy Janto. Harpus clears. Toriani's underneath this with Dorigo, but Toriani wins that one. Baselli tries to get past Andy Janto, but for a bit Niankuru picks up the loose ball. Konstantopoulos, Abu Bakari, Hussein all by himself. Well blocked by Harpus. Hussein has another go. Into the middle it goes. Cleared by Yates though. What drama. Corner for the home side. Just in front of that One World LED and Sportal scoreboard, which does display a 1-0 lead for them. FK Beograd scoring in the 19th minute through Jason Konstantopoulos. Marcus Orchard will take this corner for the hosts. It's along the deck. Baselli back into the middle. Orchard, left foot. Met by Clark though, with Cooper Nunn lurking at the background. There's a foot race here. Klassen-Thomas has played in Dorigo. Dorigo tries to play it back into the middle. Klassen-Thomas now on his right. Looked afraid to shoot there, to be honest. It was all set up for him, but decided not to pull the trigger, and a solid tackle there anyway by FK Beograd, who were back in numbers. Nunn back into the middle. You can probably hear that West Torrance Birkalla bench asking their team why they're playing so deep, and they are playing quite deep. Four at the back, or well inside their own half. Kane Vidmar's trying to usher them all forward now. Matsumoto, Clark, Vidmar and Andy Janto at the back there. We've got Sakonis and Yates playing a little bit deeper than the midfield. Here is Yates now to challenge Konstantopoulos. Blackwood's on to Konstantopoulos here. Now it's Hussein. Still Hussein. He's back across to the other side. Baselli now. Daniel Atkinson. Into the middle, that one goes, and it's gone into his own net. Unfortunately for Nathan Adijanto there. Nothing worse than an own goal. Maybe a subdued celebration by FK Beograd as that one goes in the 28th minute. 2-0 for the home side. West Toronto's Birkalla will not want to concede another one. This is reminiscent of the tie between the two on Wednesday night when West Toronto's Birkalla seemed to be in control in the early stages and yet found themselves 2-0 down. But FK Beograd are playing like a team high on confidence right now. They've got into the final of the South Australian Federation Cup. They've got into the Han Australia Cup round of 32. And they're riding a wave. Here's Classon Thomas now. Finds Brodie Everett. He's kept that win very well. Harrington with a solid recovering channel. Throw in. Nathan Adijanto. That's as good as a corner when it comes in like that. Blackwood can't get up high enough, oddly enough, to win the header. Here's Alex Sakonis now, hassled by Baselli. And indeed, hassled to the point of an offence by Baselli, and it's a free kick for West Toronto's Birkalla. Ryan Yates over that one. Free kick for West Toronto's Birkalla. Ryan Yates, the number 6 over it. Beograd line up a 4-player wall. It's almost directly in front of Alex Woodland's goal, but it's a fair way out. Yates with it, takes a shot, blocked, pops up into there. Classon Thomas has a swing and a miss, but he gets another chance. Still has it, despite the attentions there of Forobertni Nkuru and Marco Torriani. Jason Konstantopoulos comes away with it. Has Daniel Atkinson in the middle. Gets past Yates. But to be fair to West Toronto's Birkalla, they're back in numbers. They've got 6 or 7 players behind the ball already. Brandon Centofanti now. Back to Cooper Nunn and receives it back again. Hussein, that's a lovely little header to find Atkinson, and he in turn finds Ethan Harrington. Harrington skipping his way through a couple of challenges, but Clark's the player who eventually clears the danger. Nathan Adijanto goes up the line. That one goes into the road. Behind us here at One Solution Park, Frank Mitchell Park. Adijanto's throw down the line it goes. Taken down lovely by Brodie Everett. Couldn't find the space eventually, but Alex Sakonis won the free kick anyway. West Torres Birkalla's coach. Stav Galekis playing ball boy there. It's very kind of him. That one comes into the middle. And Andy Janto will be disappointed with his effort there. Offers an apology, in fact, to his teammates. Free kick too close to the goalkeeper, Woodlands, who's taken it comfortably. 34 minutes gone here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED display solutions, folks. Also, chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's better to be a member with the RAA. We thank our sponsors who support us here and support our game in South Australia. Here's Daniel Atkinson. FK Beograd forced back by Brody Everett and Kane Vidmar. Toriani, clip, hands in the back. I think that was a free kick there. Jonathan DeVigo would disagree with me, but judging from the body language out there, he might be the only person who disagrees with me. I think everyone else took that one as gospel. Brandon Centofanti now at centre back. Now West Torres Birkalla press. Put a little bit of pressure on their opponents and it's paid off. And they're unable to keep it in though. Ethan Harrington with a throw. Sporting one of the finest mullets in the state, young man. He's had a number of different hairstyles this year, but seems to have favoured the mullet. He's had that one a while, certainly the last 2 months or so. Here's Hussein, 50-50 ball, won by Konstantopoulos though, chips it out to the far side. Baselli's waiting there like a predator on his right. Doesn't get the space to shoot though. Finds Centofanti and he pushes out wide. Marcus Orchard back into the middle. Baselli. If it was a shot, it's too close to the goalkeeper. If it was a cross, it wasn't good enough. And West Torres Birkalla come away with it. Atkinson's back well to support though. And he robs Andy Janto of the ball there. Eventually Dylan Klassen-Thomas tidies up. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Here's Nathan Andy Janto now. Has Everett in the wing, but opts to go down more centrally to Blackwood. But Blackwood's forced back, and they've ended up going all the way back to Kane Vidmar. Clark plays it up the line. Clear by Hussein there. This ground, of course, will be almost certainly or almost likely be a host ground for a round of 32 game in the Han Australia Cup in a few weeks' time. End of July, those games are played. Exciting time of the year when that cup rolls round, and there will be 3 South Australian clubs in it. Of course, Adelaide United, the A-League representative, FK Beograd, and Cumberland United, who won the first semi-final of the local Federation Cup, will make the 3 teams representing the state of South Australia in that round of 32. As I mentioned before, those games played at the end of July. Cumberland United, of course, second tier club locally, but haven't always been. They've got a long and proud history of top level football in the state here. As Blackwood makes his way down to the byline, crosses into the middle. Kane Vidmar Just loses his footing a little bit, but that's a great recovery there by the young defender. Puts that one out, concedes the throw, but nullifies the danger. Ethan Harrington's turn to play ball boy. He's run the length of the pitch to retrieve the ball from the corner there. He'll take this throw in. Might have stolen a yard or two as well, but nobody's too bothered about that as this throw comes in like a corner. Into the box it goes. Baselli has a swing. Doesn't quite capture it though, and is judged to foul his opponent. Maybe a high boot there. Free kick for West Torrens Birkalla into the 40th minute. Finding themselves 2-0 down against their hosts. Jason Konstantopoulos opening the scoring in the 19th minute. And then an own goal, unfortunately for Nathan Andijanto, in the 29th minute. It's Marco Toriani now. Jared Clark. Of course, if the score stays this way and West Torrens Birkalla do lose this game, they'll stay on 32 points. But Metro Stars play Adelaide City tonight. And Metro Stars are just 1 point behind, so it would be a chance for Metro Stars to reach the summit if they can win their tie. But Brodie Everett might have something to say about that. Toriani with a little trip there. And there is a booking for that for Marco Toriani for the trip. And it is a free kick at the edge of the penalty box. Maybe a bit too wide for a shot, but Marco Toriani picking up the first booking of the match. FK Beograd just one change for their starting 11 from Wednesday night. Massimo Falco dropping out with a minor injury. Abu Bakari Hussein, the player who's come in his stead. That's the only change from their tie on Wednesday night. FK Beograd otherwise really quite unchanged, but see how they defend this. Jonathan Dorigo's over it for West Torrens Birkalla. Dylan Klassen Thomas in the middle. George Blackwood's in the middle. He opts to go for goal. Hits the side netting, and to be fair, I think Alexander Woodlands had that one covered anyway. Woodlands with the goal kick. Comes that kick. Actually going to bounce through my little area. Just as well, I was on my toes. Harrington has hands on the back there, but good refereeing allows play to continue. But Baselli's come away with that past Andy Janto, plays it up the line. That's a great stop by Kane Vidmar. Fine defending there because Konstantopoulos was on his shoulder and potentially through on goal. Ethan Harrington with the throw-in now. Aims for Hussein, but 2 or even 3 West Torrens Birkalla players going for the same ball there. Eventually it came off Yates. It's gone out by a corner kick. Andy Janto retrieves, puts it down in the corner. Even Nick Elligan, the assistant, helps place it for Marcus Orchard, who's finally made his way over there into the last minute of regulation time in this first half here. 2-0 for FK Beograd. And a chance to get a third one here, which ball comes in the middle, flicked on, not far off there. Lorenzo Baselli with that one, and that was close. Harpus gets his back underway with a long goal kick. Little nudge in the back there by George Blackwood. A little bit unhappy about that West Torrens Birkalla, but seemed to me to be strong enough to warrant a foul. Marco Torriani will take the resultant free kick, chips that one forward. Baselli's on the run, but it's going to be too long for him. Ball's gone out. A little bit of a dispute in the corner there between Nathan Andijanto and Lorenzo Baselli. Andijanto maybe a little bit frustrated. I mean, I think Baselli probably did challenge him in an unwarranted manner, but the ball was gone anyway. Now it's Kane Vidmar. Makes his way forward. Clark goes long. DeRigo's under it. It's a Moto into the middle. Too close to the goalkeeper, Woodlands, and he goes to ground, collects it comfortably. 45 minutes are up here at One Solution Park. Playing at the referee's discretion now. Yates is under that. Atkinson, Nian Kuru, scorer of FK Beograd's first goal in the cup tie 3 nights ago. Running around like he hasn't played all week. Forced back there, combines well with Hussein, receives it back. A little bit slippy underfoot on that far side. The ground's very soft after a fair bit of rain through the week. We had a minor shower just before kick-off, but it's otherwise been dry today. There's Cooper Nunn. Opts to go back to his goalkeeper, Woodlands, and Woodlands clears with the left. And with that, the referee, Dion Turner, blows the whistle for half-time. We'll have a little 15-minute break, but just to recap, it is 2-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Goal in the 19th minute from Jason Konstantopoulos. And FK Beograd added a second. Inadvertently, it has to be said, after Nathan Andijanto put the ball into his own net on 29 minutes. And at half-time, it is 2-0. We'll be back after the break.
Yo guys, you seen this? It's coming.
What do you want about?
Bro, it's actually coming.
No way.
FSA World Champs.
You guys have been asking?
we listened. The FSA World Champs is coming. This school holidays, we're bringing the world stage to Adelaide. Here's the breakdown. From 11s to 17s and everyone in between. 10 players, 1 squad. Lock them in before someone else does. Sign up, get your country and represent your nation. Nominations are open now, but don't sleep on it. Spots are limited.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
I just want to make an impact.
Hop in.
Where are we going?
There are so many career paths with SAPOL, from operations to CSI. You could walk the beat or work somewhere a little quieter. If you want to make a difference, there's a career at SAPOL for you.
Hey, it's going to be all right.
Call up the search.
Find where you belong in blue. Search SAPOL Careers.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Stayed on side, looking to put it across, deflected, and it's still alive. Turns Vidmar, and Dorigo now tries to shoot. Still going. Welsh puts the ball in, and there's the goal. Welsh for George Blackwood. We can't get this goal scorer wrong. He's done it 10 times.
I think the thing that most people don't realise about being a referee is how much we train. We often train twice a week as a group. Then we have coaching sessions where we go through videos and look back at past few weeks. And then any of the outside of training stuff that we do, like our gym work and watching matches back and all that, all the extra time outside of match days are the big things for us. What makes it more than just blowing a whistle is understanding football and all the different layers of football, and then adding on top of that we then have to be impartial and understand the emotion of football, and then find that balance between understanding the emotion and then understanding the laws. I've had a few grand finals that I've been lucky to be a part of, and in those kind of games with the crowds and the energy, I can just tell that the football match that's going on is so entertaining, and that I'm lucky to have one of the best seats in the house for it.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, it's become a better level. And with a better level, there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player, technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing. A lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
Still in the box, and it's another goal!
Welcome back to One Solution Park, aka Frank Mitchell Park, for the second half of this men's RA NPL South Australia match between the host side, FK Beograd, and their visitors, West Torrens Birkalla. I'm your host, David Grant. I'll be taking you through the next 45 minutes of football, folks, here in Adelaide's West. Referee Dion Turner ready to get us underway for the second half. And FK Beograd find themselves 2-0 up. I say find themselves 2-0 up. It makes it sound like it's inadvertent. But they've played well enough and found the net on 2 occasions. Once in the 19th minute through Jason Konstantopoulos, who's making his way up to take the kick to get us underway. And another one in the 29th minute. An own goal, unfortunately, for Nathan Andijanto, who put the ball into his own net. And so the league leaders, playing in the black and yellow and shooting to the goal on the right of your screen, find themselves 2 goals down. And if it stays this way and Metro Stars can get a win or a draw tonight, West Torrens Birkalla will drop to second. But there's a long way to go, folks. Alex Sakonis now makes his way forward for West Torrens Birkalla, feeds it out to Brodie Everett on that far side now. Everett. Fine tackle by Ethan Harrington on that far side to slow the attack down. Ball into the middle. Classen Thomas misses it. Shot eventually taken to ground by Alex Woodlands, FK Beograd's custodian. Throw in on that far side. Blackwood takes it back from Andijanto. Makes his way down that left wing. Everett now back to Blackwood. Crosses into the middle. Just missed by Classen Thomas there. Ball goes out for a goal kick. Yes, if West Torrens Birkalla do lose this one tonight and Metro Stars win, Metro Stars will go top. If Metro Stars draw, they'll still go top. They have a goal difference of plus 22. West Torrens Birkalla have a goal difference of 12. And that's good pressure from West Torrens Birkalla. They've come out the blocks well there. With coach Stav Galekis just in front of his technical area. He's looking at a side that's come out the starter blocks well. Orchard now will clear this for FK Beograd. They don't have a player up there, but it's certainly been held very deep there. FK Beograd in the league have only had 2 wins in their last 5 games, but they did play against their visitors tonight, just 3 nights ago, in the semi-final of the South Australian Federation Cup. FK Beograd winning that tie, 3-0. That cup game must be fresh in the memory for both sides. For about Ian Kuru, Daniel Atkinson and Brandon Sensafanti, the 3 goal scorers for FK Beograd just 3 nights ago. Here's Blackwood though. Tomoto puts it forward. Dylan Classen Thomas makes his way forward now. Has a little bit of space, hits it solidly with his left. Parried well by Woodlands. And West Torrens Birkalla have come out the blocks. They're asking the question of that FK Beograd defence. Atkinson now in the far side there. Goes in towards the middle. Nathan Andijanto judged to have fouled his opponent there. And a yellow card for Nathan Andijanto for that. He's actually playing quite well, Andy Janto, but received a booking and conceded a own goal in the 29th minute, so probably not entirely enjoying his night, but he's otherwise been playing quite well. Certainly had plenty of the ball. Free kick anyway. For the home side. Jason Konstantopoulos over it. All players at the edge of the penalty box. Brandon Centofanti has stolen away to the very far post. He's unmarked there, but Konstantopoulos, his cross goes low instead. It's met by Baselli, and he's launched that one over the bar. Yohei Matsumoto's gone to ground just at the edge of the box.
I'm not watching that, man. I'm watching the wall. Hey, go down if you hurt.
Goal kick taken by Woodlands. Sorry, Harpus. Got my ends mixed up there. Cooper Nunn comes out and meets that. Konstantopoulos. Ball being pulled back for an earlier free kick. I think it was a handball. Referee Dion Turner just playing advantage. And when none was apparent, has pulled play back. So it will be a free kick for FK Beograd. Midway inside their own half. Marco Torriani over it. Actually, it hasn't been a free kick. It must have struck the ref because he's given an uncontested drop ball. Here's Harrington. Nice turn on that far side. Konstantopoulos. Centofanti chips over to this near side. Abu Bakari Hussein collects. Yohei Matsumoto gets the better of him though. And then a little shove in the back by Hussein. And in fact Hussein then fouled Alex Sakonis. And Abu Bakari Hussein is the next name taken by Dion Turner and put into his little yellow book. Hussein was on the bench on Wednesday night in the cup tie. Didn't get on the park, but otherwise has been a fairly regular player for this FK Beograd side. Baselli skipped past two opponents there in Yates and Sakonis and threads the ball through there. Atkinson not quite getting there. Solid challenge by Kane Vidmar, who's been splendid tonight. Now it's Blackwood. Dylan Klassen-Thomas looks around, realises he has a little bit of space and time to think. Finds Matsumoto, he goes back inside. It's picked up by Ryan Yates. He chips it in towards that back post, but it's met by Torriani. Baselli wins that 50-50 again. Sakonis bundles his opponent to the ground. And it's a yellow card for him. Baselli winning the free kick. Lorenzo Baselli statistically is the most fouled player in the RA NPL this season. Interestingly enough, Ryan Yates is listed as the third most fouled player in the men's RAL NPL this season, with Santiago Tabares of Playford City sitting second on that chart. The temptation must be to foul Baselli, though he seems to skip past opponents all the time. Very difficult opponent to defend against. Yates and Baselli both in the middle there, but it's Jared Clark who comes away with it here. Tries to find Jonathan DeRigo. They've lost out though. Clark wins that header back though. Here's Kane Vidmar. 50-50 ball, gets there first ahead of Daniel Atkinson. Eventually it's fed out to the far side. George Blackwood has it now for a bit. Nian Kuru's onto him. Now it's Ryan Yates, threads out to this near side. Yohei Matsumoto skips past Hussein, chips into the middle, met by Toriani. Now it's Baselli. Yates backs off him a little bit. Baselli launches the ball forward, but that's picked up by Andy Janto, and he goes back to his goalkeeper Harpus, who clears. Clark now goes inside. Blackwood goes to ground. Vidmar tries to clear. It's picked up by Jason Konstantinopoulos, who's already got one goal tonight. Skips past the challenge of Clark. Shapes up to shoot, but ends up pushing it out wide to Nian Kuru. Back into the middle it goes. Marcus Orchard's underneath this one. Matsumoto. Klassen Thomas. Eventually cleared by Tsakonis. Into the night sky. Still West Torrens Birkalla have it on that far side. You get a goal now, it'll make things interesting. Here's Brodie Everett. Chips in with his left. Met by Hussein. Falls to Blackwood as a swing and a miss, but they still have it. Tsakonis. Dorigo off the bar. Tapped in from close range, but the flag's up for offside. It won't count. Dylan Klassen Thomas in the right place at the right time, but offside. But promising work there by West Torrens Birkalla. They're a different side in this second half, which is now 10 minutes old. Clark's up for this one. Hussein wins it though. Konstantinopoulos challenged by Vidmar, but still comes away with it. No foul yet, says Dion Turner. There's a foul now though. Konstantinopoulos on Yates. And they end up in a cuddle, an embrace on the floor. But it's a free kick for West Torrens Birkalla. Vidmar over it, takes it. Succeeds only in finding an opponent. It'll be Bakari Hussein. Cuts back. Kura gets to that quickly. Konstantinopoulos finds Baselli. Hussein's in this near side, but Baselli decides to have a shot himself. Decision doesn't quite come off. Harpus has it. West Torrens Birkalla in possession. Blackwood. And DeJanto all the way back to his goalkeeper Nicholas Harpus. FK Beograd sinking back. We only have Jason Konstantinopoulos up there in attack. And Kuru and Baselli don't seem too bothered about going much further forward than where they were. Deciding to sit back and let West Torrens Birkalla come out. Now it's Atkinson. It's a long ball collected by Harpus though. I'm somewhat distracted because West Torrens Birkalla are preparing some substitutes at the side here. Expect them to come on in about a minute and a half. Here's Brodie Everett. His ball's a little bit wayward, but still West Torrens Birkalla have it. Matsumoto into the middle. His pass was well miscalculated there, and it's intercepted well by Cooper Nunn. Ball's ended up on this near side. Jason Konstantinopoulos now faces Kane Vidmar. Opts to go back. Hussein. Into the middle he goes. Brandon Centofanti. Now it's Marco Torriani. Cooper Nunn goes long with the left. Met by Matsumoto though. Yates goes to ground. No foul given though. Hussein's on it. Left foot. He's put that one into. Well, he's put that into the car park. And indeed, substitutions being made now by West Torrens Birkalla. Ryan Yates comes off and Yohei Matsumoto will. Oh, he's still on. He's made his way over to the side. He's deceived me. He's come off on this near side to get a drink. But Brodie Everett appears to be making his way off in the far side of the pitch. So Brodie Everett off. Ryan Yates off. And on comes Christophilos. And Zachariah Abdullahi. Matsumoto still on. Here's Dylan Klassen Thomas. He's a good 30 yards out. He thought about the shot, but only momentarily. Vidmar. Free kick for West Torrens Birkalla. Christophilos getting his first touches here. Scored a wonderful free kick in the league a week ago at Campbelltown as that long ball goes forward. Here's Abdullahi on his right. Has a shot. Blocked though. Now it's Hussein. Tips forward. One for Forbert Niankuru to chase, but Kane Vidmar gets there quickest. He did have a head start, to be fair. Jared Clark. Here's Matsumoto. Centofanti's underneath that, but George Blackwood did well to get there in front. Now West Torrens Birkalla pressing. Matsumoto's up there quick as well. So is Dorigo. Here comes the counter from FK Beograd. Jared Clark facing Abu Bakari Hussein. Daniel Atkinson has snuck in there and put the ball away, but from an offside position won't count. Dorigo chips over the top. Flag is up there. Won't count, even if it's been on target. West Torrens Birkalla make another substitution in front of us here. Amir Ibrahim comes on, and Yohei Matsumoto, who looked like he was coming off of the last substitute exchange 3 minutes ago, has now made his way off to the bench for a rest. And Ibrahim looks like he's slotting into the position vacated by Matsumoto. Right back. Abdullahi has gone over to the left-hand side now. He's in the left wing. And the other substitute, Chris Christophilos, is at left back. So 2 new wing backs at left and right. Still Blackwood and Dylan Klassen-Thomas up front in attack. That's unchanged. Garrigo just sitting behind him as Neon Kuru picks that ball up. Can't thread it through though. It's intercepted well. Blackwood wins it. Well, eventually goes all the way through to Alex Woodlands, who's booted that up into the night sky, brought down by Jared Clark. And in turn, Harpus launches Toriani with a well-calculated header back to his goalkeeper in the 65th minute. It is 2-0 here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Jason Constantopoulos with a goal in the 19th minute. And then an own goal adding to that to make it 2-0 when West Torrens Birkalla's Nathan Adijanto accidentally put the ball into his own net in the 29th minute. That's the scoreline as it stands. Abdullahi now crosses with his left. It's a good one. Dylan Klassen-Thomas with a header just wide. And again, West Torrens Birkalla threatened, but not quite delivering. It will be a goal kick, which FK Beograd seem to be taking an eternity to take. They go short. Woodlands back to Toriani now. Into the middle, flicked on by Constantopoulos. Doesn't get all the way through to Hussein, and eventually the ball ends up at left back here with Cooper Nunn. He's threaded it forward. Constantopoulos. Ibrahim's got his arms all round him, and free kick has been given. Free kick for FK Beograd. Marcus Orchard will take this. Hopes to go directly back to Cooper Nunn, and he in turn goes back to his goalkeeper. Woodlands clears, but as far as Sakonis. FK Beograd have it back though. Abu Bakari Hussein keeping Amir Ibrahim right and where the throw should be taken. That's very kind of him. Appeals for a handball, but we play on. Marcus Orchard eventually clears. Amir Ibrahim takes the throw. Dorigo takes the cross. Header from Blackwood. And it goes tamely through to the goalkeeper. And there's some kind of potency lacking in front of goal for West Torrens Birkalla tonight. They've had their chances. They just lacked that cutting edge in that final third. We have a throw here. Amir Ibrahim with it. Klassen-Thomas. Andy Janso, what a shine shot, just wide. And that one goes out quite harmlessly. Just to go back to the point before. Just something lacking about a final cutting edge for West Torrens Birkalla tonight. Orchard boots that one up. Clark. Ball through by Dorigo, but Woodlands is out to clear. Clark. Ibrahim. Hussein gives chase. Marcus Orchard first at the ball there ahead of Jonathan Dorigo. Win for West Torrens McCulloch. Blackwood. Clark chips that one forward. It's a good ball. Two players holding each other, so they play on. Dylan Klassen-Thomas now with his left foot. His pass just squeezes through to the far side. Christopoulos picks it up. Overlapping run, left foot, cross into the middle. No one there for West Torrens McCulloch, and it's headed clear by Orchard. Leon Kuru's away now. Jason Konstantopoulos is onside. Jared Clark gives chase. Still Konstantopoulos has it. What a stop by Harpus. FK Beograd still have it though. As Hussein brings that one down nicely with the right foot. Baselli now into the penalty box. Blocked by Andy Janto. Corner. You can imagine Jason Konstantopoulos had no great rush to take this corner. He's being asked to pick up the pace a little bit there by the referee. He's finally made his way over to the quadrant in the corner. Sorry for the delay in this, folks. Silence falls across One Solution Park here as this corner comes in. It's very deep to the back post. Nunn's up there, highest. Toriani, excuse me, gets his head to it, but it's collected by Harpus, who's cleared long. And to be honest, West Torrens McCulloch had their backs to the ball there. And they all missed it, but they still have possession. There's Amir Ibrahim now, chips forward. Nunn's going to get this on his less favoured right. Sakonis brings it down. Blackwood back to Sakonis. Edge of the box, flicks it out right. Dorigo, cross, low. Breaks to Blackwood. Abdullahi now, he's back to goal. Gets his shot in. That is another one not on target for West Torrens McCulloch. Build up play good. End product not so. Still 2-0 in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. 72 minutes gone. Goal in the 19th minute from Jason Konstantopoulos put FK Beograd into a 1-0 lead. And they extended that in the 29th minute when Nathan Andy Janto put the ball into his own net. He won't need me continually reminding him of that, so I'll maybe not mention him next time. But that's the score, folks. 2-0. These two sides meeting for the third time this year. They met 3 nights ago in the Cup. FK Beograd winning that one 3-0. And they met early in the season as well, of course, in round 4. West Torrens McCulloch winning that one 2-1. Goals from Alan Welsh and Tyrese Conway, enough to beat Mas Falco's strike. Substitution time as Jonathan Dorigo comes off for West Torrens McCulloch. And on comes Sebastian Smith. And Smith has slotted into the right side of attack, where Dorigo was really. There's Klassen-Thomas now. Abdullahi on the far side. Smith screaming for it in the middle, but Abdullahi decides to go back. Andy Janto on the ground. Dylan Klassen-Thomas with a strike, but again off target. And it goes out for a goal kick. Goal kick taken by Marco Torriani. Straight across the back line. Cooper Nunn, and he puts it forward, but Constantinopolis has lost out there to Amir Ibrahim. And West Torrens Birkalla have it. Here's Jared Clark right in front of us. Chips forward. Andy Janto's underneath it, but it misses them all. Goes through to the goalkeeper, Alex Woodlands. He clears. Clark wins that one. He's kept Baselli quite quiet tonight, by Baselli's standards, that is. Blackwood. Abdullahi now in the far side. Has Smith in the middle. And Klaas and Thomas in the middle, but in the end the cross goes all the way out to the far side. Marcus Orchard taking the throw in now for FK Beograd. He'll go line. Natsiopoulos heads on. Constantinopolis. Natsiopoulos now. Nice piece of play by Natsiopoulos there. And by Constantinopolis, and FK Beograd win a throw. Abu Bakari Hussein has been the player who's come off for Andoni Natsiopoulos for FK Beograd. Made a quick substitution a moment ago. For Robert Nyankuru now. Daniel Atkinson has a little bit of space and has a little bit of pace. Into the middle, met by Baselli. Struck it well enough, but straight at Harpus. He swallowed the chance up. Rolls the ball out to Jared Clark. Smith. Dylan Klaas and Thomas just took his eye off it for a moment. Natsiopoulos has it now for FK Beograd. It's a fine ball by him, but it's well read by Kane Vidmar, who's been exemplary tonight. Vidmar forward. Klaas and Thomas now on his right. Threads it through. Blackwood one-on-one. Chips it, hits the post. And what a frustrating night it must be for West Torrens Birkalla. They've created these chances and just not been able to put them away. And for the umpteenth time tonight, they hit the woodwork. They've got about 13 minutes to try and salvage something out of this. They are top of the RA NPL here in South Australia, but a slip up tonight against FK Beograd. And if Metro Stars can beat or get a point against Adelaide City in the evening game tonight, it'll be enough to see Metro Stars overtake West Torrens Birkalla and go top. There's Baselli. Can't thread it through. It's read well by Clark, who uses the body very well to, and then teases the foul out of Baselli. Clark. Amir Ibrahim now. Clark again. Sebastian Smith now goes inside. Can't get past Cooper Nunn. He's been a rock tonight. Andy Janto now. Far side. Christophilos into the middle. Cleared by Torriani. Sakonis. Clark. Andy Janto now. into the middle. They can't get past that line at the back there. West Torrens Birkalla, they've been trying all night. Now it's Kane Vidmar. Clark, Andy Janto. Ibrahim shaped up to give it to Smith, but opted to go back to Andy Janto. Now it's Blackwood, cuts it back. There's no way through for West Torrens Birkalla though. That one eventually comes out. And FK Beograd signal that they would like to make a change. Peter Palacios looks like he's the player who'll be coming on. And Ethan Harrington is the player who's making his way, I'll say slowly but not reluctantly, to the side here. As FK Beograd look to wind the clock down. 10 minutes left here of regulation time. Amir Ibrahim with the throw. Not sure who the target was there, but it was met by Marcus Orchard of FK Beograd, and he's found Lorenzo Baselli, who's chipped it forward. Daniel Atkinson's out there like a hare. H-A-R-E, not H-A-I-R. But they still have it, FK Beograd. Ibrahim opts to go back to his goalkeeper. Harpison, he clears. Here's Nian Kuru. Toriani for FK Beograd. Finds an unmarked Baselli in the middle of the park, and it's a wayward header by Lorenzo Baselli there. Picked up by West Torrens Birkalla. FK Beograd's ultras on that far side, creating a bit of an atmosphere here at One Solution Park. A very enthusiastic bunch. They've got 8 more minutes to cheer their team on. West Torrens Birkalla, if they're going to get something out of this, they need to do it very soon. And DeJanto finds Smith. Ball bobbles a bit though. It's picked up by Andoni Natsiopoulos. Toriani clears for the hosts. And DeJanto stoops to head, wins the ball. Vidmar along the deck, nice. Antijanto along the deck, nice. Smith twists and turns, beats Orchard, faces Palacios. Play being pulled back for an earlier infringement though. Free kick for West Torrens Birkalla. Presumably against Marcus Orchard. Chris Christophilos over the ball. This will be a left-footed in-swinger. All the players lined up right on the penalty spot. And West Torrens Birkalla needs something here if it's to get something out of this game. Cross comes in. It's close to the keeper, he gets a hand to it, or a fist to it, should I say. West Torrens Birkalla still have it. Abdullahi on the far side. Kuru shepherds him out, but Abdullahi still has it. Just can't get the space for the cross. Comes back into the middle. Alex Sakonis picks up. Along the deck it goes. Nice stop there by Vidmar. Back to Blackwood. Shots blocked at close range. Shot by Andy Jancho. Speculative perhaps, but well over the bar, well over the fence, and well into the car park. Baselli now on the burst. Final ball gets blocked, but he gets his shot in, but that's over the bar. Just a quick recap of the scores around the grounds today. Adelaide United hosted Adelaide Comets. That was in an early game. It finished 1-1. Playford City hosted Campbelltown. That finished 4-1 for Playford. Sturt Lions hosted Parahills Knights. That finished 6-0. Parahills Knights were just 10 men. West Adelaide and Croydon played out a 5-5 draw. This one, of course, sitting at 2-0 with about 5 minutes to go. And a little bit later tonight at 7 o'clock, Adelaide City are hosting Metro Stars at Adelaide City Park. And if this scoreline remains as it is, the Metro Stars can win that one, the team from TK Shutter Reserve will go top. But West Torrens Birkalla haven't given up just yet. Baselli plays it down nicely to Daniel Atkinson. And that's out the far side. Kuru chips forward down the line looking for Atkinson. Intercepted by Christophilos. Vidmar to Clark. Back with Vidmar. That's well taken by Daniel Atkinson, and the Kiwi is through in on goal. Has a shot with his right. What a stop by Harpus. That's fine goalkeeping by the custodian to keep the score at 2-0. Kane Vidmar now into the last 2 minutes or so of the game, or at least of regulation time, as George Blackwood brings that one down nicely. Alex Sakonis now. Sebastian Smith turns. Tries to get that cross in, but it's well blocked by Marcus Orchard. And it'll be a corner. Christophilos with the corner, left-footed, right into the mix there. Cleared by Brandon Centofanti. Ibrahim puts it back in. Vidmar flicks on. Clark flicks on. Toriani clears. Abdullahi now collects this one. The Somalian ventures into his opponent's half here. Chips forward. Well read though by Marco Toriani. He's played it through to Baselli, who's up there by himself. Palacios has gone into the middle as an option. Still Baselli goes to ground. Big appeals for a free kick, and The referee deliberated for a little while and then eventually decided it was. And in fact, he's booked. He's booked one of the players over there on that far side. I think it might be Amir Ibrahim, but for that trip, Baselli's still on the ground. No indication as to how much time will be added on, but the regulation 90 minutes is just ticked over now. So I'm playing at the referee's discretion. They've taken that free kick there. It's not, that's the opposite on the far side. Now West Torrens Birkalla come forward. They'll only have a couple more options, or opportunities should I say, to attack. There's Ibrahim Smith. Ball's behind Clark though, and that one goes out. Throw in for the home side here on this near side. Marcus Orchard with it, goes down the line. Baselli looked to try and jump, but decided to leave it for Ibrahim. Smith keeps it in. Palacios picks up now for FK Beograd. Challenged by a number of opponents. Baselli's gone to ground, but we play on. Jason Konstantopoulos skips past the challenge of Jared Clark, with his left foot along the deck. Takonis. In fact, play is pulled back for the earlier foul. Free kick for West Torrens Birkalla. Midway inside their own half. It looks like Nicholas Harpus will take it. He's come out from his goal. And he'll opt to go long. Natsiopoulos is up there, well, wins that one from Clark. Ibrahim puts it back into the middle. Baselli under this one, chips it forward. That'll be taken by the goalkeeper though. And the Janto's underneath that, flicks it on. Comes off Smith at an FK Beograd throw in this corner. Indication from the referee is there'll be 2 more minutes to play on top of the additional time we've already played. It's the opposite. Finds Palacios. Baselli clears, but only as far as Sakonis. Ibrahim. Christopoulos puts it forward, but it's picked up by Brandon Centofanti. Now it's Natsiopoulos. Abdullahi now. Final ball through there by Nathan Andy Janto, is too close to the goalkeeper Woodlands, and he collects. Ball out in the far side. One feels it's probably all gone now for West Torrens Birkalla. And a good win for FK Beograd. Not enough to take them out of 5th on the ladder. They're chasing Playford right now, who had a good win earlier today, but certainly enough to consolidate a top 6 spot. Top 6, of course, makes finals here in South Australia. Yellow card there, I think, for Daniel Atkinson. A late one. think everybody wants to go home. FK Beograd are seeking the final whistle, but I've quite enjoyed the spectacle we've had this afternoon. It's been an entertaining enough game. Maybe not over yet though. Dylan Klassen-Thomas finds Clark. He goes back to Ibrahim. Beograd back in numbers. And DeJanto now on his left. Puts into the middle. Ball up to the middle. Well taken by Woodlands. He takes it and goes to ground, and that is the final action of this half and of this match. It's finished 2-0 for the hosts, FK Beograd, and they'll be pleased with that one. They opened the scoring in the 19th minute through Jason Konstantopoulos, and then extended their lead through an own goal in the 29th minute, and have won this game by 2-0. Entertaining enough match. West Torrens Birkalla will now glance nervously across the TK Shutter reserve for the game this evening, because if Metro Stars can win or draw that one against Adelaide City, Metro Stars will go top. But for now, it's finished 2-0 here at One Solution, aka Frank Mitchell. I've been your host tonight, David Grant. It's time for me to head into the club rooms to see Chris and Sue and maybe get myself some food. Thanks for listening in, folks. We'll see you next week.